I suppose, by what exactly the service that you're providing to unemployed or pregnant people that you're providing through a partnership with the UIF.
Thank you very much, Rofia, for this opportunity. This is quite an innovative initiative that we have partnered with the UIF as ABSA. This initiative really seeks to alleviate the pressure that we have seen from the people that are affected by, unemployment, or if they've gone into maternity leave and they need to access their insurance fund from the UIF. What we experienced was that the process of actually getting the administrative process of acquiring the form, getting it stamped to make sure that the funds do get to the right person was quite a tedious and costly at that matter, but also something that was becoming an administrative burden for us as a bank. And we thought it prudent to say, how about exploring an opportunity that allows us to use some of our capabilities that we have as a bank to be able to serve that need that the communities were finding themselves in dire strait for. So what we have done is that we have invested quite a lot in our ATM platforms, which is about 6,000 of them countrywide, to be able to give the UIF form that is bank stamped and also authenticates the details of the customer. And in that manner, it removes the burden of having to go to the UIF, collecting the form, coming to the bank, getting it stamped, and going back to the UIF to have the money dispersed. That way, we are able to give a form at one stop at an ATM, and the person that's affected by the need to have this form actually gets it done in a much more seamless manner. Ropiwa.
And how has it been received by the clients or consumers? How many forms have been dispensed since the launch of this particular program?
The reception has been very overwhelming. You can imagine if you have lost your job, you actually just want to be able to move into, a space where you can have some security by having at least some funds that you can have whilst you're maybe looking for another job or waiting for that baby, for that matter, if you are an expectant lady. So that innovation has been received quite positively. So far, since the pilot phase, we have seen over 25,000 of those forms being dispersed out of our ATMs machines. And we are slowly migrating the customers that were still coming to the bank to get those forms stamped. But of significance, Ropiwa, that I want to just mention is that from both the bank as well as the customer, there is those efficiencies that we have now done in cutting all that burdensome process of actually accessing the unemployed insurance fund.
Why was it ATMs that was chosen by the banks to roll out this particular program and not perhaps your banking app or any other platform? Was it perhaps a strategic way to ensure access to all different communities that are serviced by ABSA here to ensure some form of broad-based inclusion?
Absolutely right, Rupiwa. Inclusion is at the core of what we are thinking about. So the ATM, I've just mentioned, we have got a spread of about 6,000 ATM across the country. So reach, accessibility becomes very key in creating inclusion, particularly at the lower part of our market segment. But to your point, we have other interactive platforms that we have as a bank. As I speak to you now, we are exploring how we can actually expand this initiative to be on our banking apps as well, for customers to be able to access that form and possibly just email it to the UIF with the right credentials and the validation. I must also emphasize that this is actually the first in the industry. It's a new innovation. We have taken the lead in really partnering with the UIF understanding the needs of our customers and being able to position an innovative initiative such as this that can create that inclusivity and accessibility and taking the strain and the burden, as I alluded to earlier on. So to your point, Ropiwa, access, very, very key. Ensuring that there is ease of usage, also very key, but we are not stopping there. We will explore other opportunities, as I mentioned, the digital app being one of those that is on the pipeline.
And finally, and very briefly, if you will, Tshiwela, have there been any challenges? Load shedding usually has an impact on the operations at ATMs, amongst other things. Have there been any challenges that the program has faced, and how is ABSA dealing with those as they arise?
Ropiwa, it's a known challenge around the power outages, but I'm also very proud to mention to you that as ABSA, we have embarked on a very strategic program where we have moved, reliance only on Eskom, but also using alternative powers. So on our ATMs, to be particular, we have also, invested quite significantly in what we call the UPSs on our ATMs. So the batteries can last over 4 hours when there is power outage. So incidentally, it would mean that, when the power is out for a maximum of 4 hours, we're still in operation. And usually by that time, the power comes back. That is, the Eskom power comes back. So if there is any interruption, it may be some of the niggles that we experience as part of the operations of the business. But as a whole, from a future fit and ensuring that there is business continuity, we have UPSs on our ATMs that allows us to continue to serve our customers even through those difficult times.
Tshiwela, thank you very much for your times this evening. That is Tshiwela Mhlantla. She's the Managing Executive for Physical Channels at ABSA, bringing us some insights into a partnership with the UIF there to just make the experience for its customers a little bit easier when applying for that insurance benefit. Here's